Good morning, Leestown Chargers and families and staff. We're so glad to have you with us today for Lee on the Town. It's a tune-in Tuesday for Lee on the Town. We're so happy to have you back. I did want to say we're so sorry we missed last week because this is our last week of February and the winter is wonderfully coming to a close very soon. But before we finish up with winter, there are some things that's important to know about winter. In case you didn't know these things, I wanted us to kind of think about this. So, did you know the month of December actually has 3 older brothers? The month of December does. Did you hear that, Mr. Collins?
December has 3 older brothers?
December has 3 older brothers, and their names are very important to know the names of. So, does anybody know the names of December's 3 older brothers?
No.
December's 3 older brothers' names are A-Cember, B-Cember, and C-Cember. Yay! But we're glad December is even over because, winter is just really tough on everybody. It just is because, it's just really dangerous outside. You have to be careful because if you fall in that snow and ice, you could get injured and hurt. You really could. So it's important because hardly anybody can fall without having these kinds of injuries. In fact, there's only one thing that ever has been known to fall in the winter consistently every day, well, not every day, but often without injury. Do you know what that one thing would be that might fall?
What could fall without injury every day?
Snow! Snow can fall. Snow does not get injured. Snow does cause injuries. In fact, I heard that Elsa herself, we know Elsa, fell off her sled. Last week, she fell off her sled. She did. And do you know how she fell off her sled?
How did Elsa fall off her sled?
She let it go. Let it go. She let it go. But that was almost the final thing I saw. But something else that was interesting is when I went to the grocery during the big snowstorm, I made it to the grocery. I was in there and I saw a baby snowman. And he was throwing a fit about the carrots he wanted to buy. And his mom was so upset. And he was just throwing this terrible tantrum. And, I did not realize this, but do you know what you call a baby snowman who is throwing a fit?
What do you call a baby snowman that throws a fit?
You call a baby snowman doing that he is having a meltdown. So, as we bring our winter to a close, we have to keep these safety rules in mind, that you can't just be falling down unless you're snow. All right, so now it is time for our students who are very special today, our student birthdays. All right, so birthdays today are Mackenzie Bishop, yay, Emily Boone, yay, Ethan Gallant, and Lakeisha Perez, and Aiden Mullins. Congratulations to all of you wonderful birthday kids. All right, now we have a regular segment on Tuesdays where we talk about our students of the week, and we have several to talk about today. So we'll begin at the beginning of our slides and roll right through them. We should have one for each team. Beginning with the Clydesdales, Marcos Guerrero Perez. Marcos is such a strong student. He asks questions, he corrects his mistakes, and never gives up. He always gives 110%. He's enthusiastic and eager to learn. We appreciate his positive attitude. Sohan Parsi is our 8th grade Saddlebred of the week. We love having Sohan in our classes. He's always a student who puts in 100% effort no matter what. And we appreciate that so much. He's attentive, he asks good questions, and he's always cheerful. Thanks for being awesome, Sohan. Keep being an ultimate Saddlebred. Then we have our 8th grade Thoroughbred of the week, Amani Williams. Amani's been an amazing student leader in each of his classes. He shows up early each day to ensure that he is always on time, and he is helpful to anyone in the class that needs it. Amani's teachers are very impressed with the amount of effort that he puts into his education day in and day out. He's an exceptionally hard worker, and he always tries his very best. Way to go, Amani. We are proud of you. And we also have Jacob Redmond, who earned the 6th grade Exploratory of the Week. Congratulations to Jacob. He's been doing a great job this quarter, staying on top of his assignments and reaching out for help when he needs it. He almost always takes advantage of help sessions and participates during class. Keep up that great work, Jacob. Good job. And we have Connor Withrow, who is our 6th grade stallion. Connor Withrow embodies the Leestown way every day. He participates at all times and is quick to answer when called on. He gives his best effort and always makes his teachers feel appreciated. He's respectful and responsible, and he is one great stallion student. Thank you. Then we have our 6th grade saddlebred, Esmeralda Rojas Pierres. Esmeralda is an amazing young lady. She comes to class early with a great attitude and a desire to excel in everything she does. She's polite, respectful, and engaged. Esmeralda is an ultimate saddlebred and a great model for her classmates. Good job, Esmeralda. 7th grade colt is Jason Del Carmen. Jason's the Colt of the Week because he's doing a great job in our virtual classrooms. He comes to every class, works hard, does his best, and currently has an A in every class. He's a very nice young man and a great example to his peers. Great job, Jason. You are awesome. Liliana Fleming is a 7th grade choir student who brightens each class with her dedication and talent. Liliana is kind and friendly in class, but also a hard worker who pushes for excellence. I wish I could clone her bright smile and positive attitude. 7th grade Mustang is Akaya Wade. Akaya is another lady charger with a great record on the court and in the classroom. She has maintained straight A's all through virtual learning. We appreciate her positive attitude and her willingness to help other students. She participates in class and offers helpful, insightful answers. Akaya is awesome. 8th grade Bronco is Yanira Lucas Escobar. Yanira is such a pleasure to have on our team. She is engaged and overall is just a rock star. We are so excited that she is a Bronco. We are so proud of you, Yanira. Keep up the great work. And our 8th grade Exploratory is Shemaya Radford. Shemaya is always asking great questions, strives to do her best, and reaches out to her teachers frequently. We are so proud of your consistent diligence. And that's all we have for today. Thank you. Great job for our Students of the Month. We want to really thank them. Okay, now we are still in the month of February, and we're also in Keep the Arts in Your Heart month. So we want to talk about a combination of those two events, since it's so important. And there are some things in history that we really aren't aware of very often. And many of you may know that I love music. I love music. It's a big part of my life, a big part of everyone's life, hopefully. But there is one particular strain of jazz, New Orleans jazz, which is a cool piece of type of music, a genre that we love. And you may not know this, but there was a man whose name was Kid Ory, and he was particularly important in the world of jazz. So part of our Black History Month, we wanted to talk about him for a minute. It was a true rags to riches story. He was born in 1886. Now, if you think about what was happening in the world of African Americans in 1886, the Civil War had been completed just a little earlier, and he was actually born on a plantation. So he had no money, but he had a lot of talent. So what he did is he grew up on the plantation, is he and his friends got together and they actually made their own instruments, and he was particularly skilled at the trombone. Now, he didn't create something like this when he made his own instruments, but what he did create with his little band was a style of music that became pretty well known. In fact, he started that little band and he started to become well known and make money from it, and one of the frequent visitors to come hear him play was Louis Armstrong. You may have heard of Louis Armstrong, but he was actually someone who came and admired Kid Ory and learned his style of music. So he became a big part of his world. In fact, Kid Ory hired Louis Armstrong to be part of his band. Well, it was rags to riches, but now it's rags again because the Depression hit. If you remember, about in the 30s, the Depression hit. And actually, Kid Ory had to give up music for a while and just be a custodian for about 10 years. And when that started to come out, that all the world kind of came out of that Depression, it turned out that Louis Armstrong at that time had his own band, and guess who he hired to play for him? Kid Ory. So it was a whole circle of things that happened there. And actually, this person, Kid Ory, being born in 1886, probably was the greatest influencer on New Orleans jazz that we have in American history. And in fact, he is currently got a recording. He's got some recordings in the Library of Congress because of his excellent work. And at the end of our show today, as part of our outro music, we're going to play some of his recordings. So stay tuned for more of that in just a few minutes. All right. At this time, we do want to have Miss Carver join us. Thank you for coming up, Miss Carver. Yay, Miss Carver. Yes.
family, Leestown Chargers.
That's right. We heard you had
Be on the
some
town.
important things to talk about. We had some important things to talk about today. So, what are those things you want to talk about, Ms. Carver?
Well, just like you said, it's Black History Month, and I have an inspiring quote from Jesse Owens.
Okay.
Jesse Owens, he was an Olympic track and field athlete back in the 1930s.
Okay.
Okay, so the quote that I'm going to read today says, "In order to make dreams come into reality, it takes an awful lot of determination, dedication, and self-discipline." Okay, so Chargers, the third quarter is coming to an end on March the 9th, okay? March the 9th. So you only have the rest of this week, next week, and then the Tuesday after. And then the third quarter is going to end, okay? And then we're going to be going into our fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. All right, so please, 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 in order to make your dreams come true and get good grades, I need you all to make sure that you are completing your assignments and putting all that effort in to making sure that you finish out this race strong, because you can do it. And we are so proud of you, but you got to put in that work, and we know that you can do it to finish out the race. Mm-hmm. After this third quarter, you only have no more weeks, and that's it. Mm-hmm. So let's make sure that we get into those help Zoom sessions. We're attending all classes every day and staying the entire time and doing what we need to do so we can finish this third quarter strong, and then we only have 9 more weeks. So you can do it. So make sure, like I said, be dedicated, get in those classes, get in those help Zoom sessions, attend ESS, and do whatever you can to get the best grades that you can and put in the best effort that you can every day.
That's right. That's so true.
You can do it. So let's finish up strong.
Yeah, nothing's been more true than this year of the pandemic, where determination is required. You have to do 3 things, guys. If you just do these 3 things every day.
Yes.
If you're going to class.
Absolutely.
You're staying, going and staying and doing.
Right.
Going, staying, and doing. If you do those 3 things for all 4 classes every day, you're going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
And we really appreciate your hard work, and we know it's a challenge, and we're here with you to support you. So just dig in there and let's get this done. Let's finish strong.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, let's have the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And remember, at Leestown, we have 3 things we do. We live responsibly, make good choices, and show kindness to others. So let's put our L's up. Are you ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Go Chargers!
Are you going to introduce?
Here's Kid Ori's trombone. It is him. It's him. It's not the same clip. It's not the same clip. Let me see if I can change it. Don't turn it off. Okay, thank you.
This is Kid Ory and his Creo Jazz Band live at the Club Hangover in San Francisco on May 22nd, 1954. The personnel is Alvin Alcorn on trumpet, Albert Burbank, clarinet, Kid Ory, trombone, Don Ewell, piano, Ed Garland on bass, and Mina Hall, drums. And here